Hello, viewers out there. Welcome to Time Out with Mommy Star on the words of our elders and words of wisdom. We're looking at love part 2. Remember the quotation the other day? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. John chapter 3 verse 16. I think so many people say that's the summary of the Bible. So many theologians accept it as the summary of the Bible. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. I'm looking at the love that abounds between couples. There are love between parents and children, love between people 1 and 2, within and without. But looking at your couple, either your husband or your wife, do you love him? Do you love her? Any love that has condition is no more love. It's no more love. If there is condition under which you love, is no more love. If love is God and we are taking it from God's own perspective, when God loved the world was very much unworthy for that love. The world was not having trust for God. The world does not know God. The world has derailed, but God loved the world. It was even because he loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. If you love your spouse because he gives you money, if you love your spouse because he's faithful, if you love your spouse because of whatever, it becomes condition. Conditional love is not love. The only true love is love that you just love the person for who he or she is. Then out of love, you look for how every other things will work. God loved us and he looked for how his love and his purpose for creating us will work. He didn't create us to go to hell. He didn't create us to perish. He created us so that we might be saved and have everlasting life. He created us so that we enjoy his fullness, his everlasting life. He really didn't create us to die young. Even if you lived for 200 years, you also died young. He created us to have fullness of life that has enjoyment all the way. So the same thing in your relationship. If you love because of one specific thing, when that thing goes off, what happens? I have a friend who said, the mom said she married the husband because she loves the husband's eyeglass. And the children now ask, what of the day the eyeglass break, mommy? What did you go do? So if you love anybody for one specific thing, what of the day that thing is no more available? What will happen? That is why conditional love is very, very risky. But unconditional love is the best. It's not easy, but with God, all things are possible. God can help you. Probably you've been holding on to your spouse for one reason or the other. If you change your mind now and begin to love that spouse for who he is, for who she is, and ask God to make whatever that is not in order to be in order, by the reason of that love, you will bring that person to a better person. It's the love of God that brought each and every one of us that are saved to a better person, not by power, it's by grace. When you love people unconditionally, grace will begin to work for them. I know I mentioned spouse because there are a lot of problems between spouse, especially in the area of love. That is why Dr. Miles Monroe said we should marry with knowledge, not just love. Because if you have knowledge, you will know how to love unconditionally, and that will help you in so many situations. begin to love your spouse unconditionally. And by the reason of your unconditional love, grace will bring all the necessaries to be put in place in the life of your spouse. If you love your spouse with unconditional love, not because he meets up some quality, not because he can do to the expectation you have placed, but because you believe that that person is a child of God, is a son of God, is the daughter of God, things will begin to work out. Things will surely begin to work out. Anybody you pray for from the heart of love, unconditional love, it goes a long way to propel the grace of God to do that which no man can do, to do the impossibility. It will make it possible in the life of that person. Embrace unconditional love. That is the love that God has given to us. And that is the love that God wants us to hold on to in our relationship. If you want to make it work, it will go a long way to break yokes and break all boundaries and break all limitation and make things to begin to work well. You will find joy. You begin to have joy. If your joy is just based on this person can do this, he can't do this, he can't do this, that joy will be affected. Your joy will not have peace. It will be off and on. But when you have unconditional love, your joy will have standard. Your peace will be like an ocean. It will run forever. Apply it. I want to hear your testimony. Unconditional love. That love that God loved the world before he gave his son. Apply it in your home. You will see difference. I love you with the love of the Lord. Remember, the words of our elders are words of wisdom. God bless you.